Hey, it's Beck. Bear with me on this for a second. If I'm coming up on your FYP and my name is Beck, the feminist lawyer, and I post, political and neuroscientific content, I assume you're not an idiot. I mean, unless somebody sent this directly to you, then you might be the idiot, but they're trying to not let you know you're the idiot and get you to learn from the things that I'm about to say because you might be the idiot, but most people who see this, no, you're probably not going to be idiots. I would safely say that probably the people who have me coming up on their FYP are probably above average intelligence. Probably because people of below average intelligence wouldn't be drawn to someone who has feminism or some reference to the law in their name. These are complex and difficult subjects, and so it's probably going to be a draw for people of higher intelligence. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. But the problem arises is when all of us, above average intelligence folks get into our echo chambers and we all start interacting with each other more than interacting with other people, we start to forget that we are above average, meaning anything that is above average is above most things. It is far more likely that you're going to interact with someone who is not as smart as you than it is that you're going to interact with someone that's smarter than you. We're just talking numbers here. I don't think anything I'm saying is not mathematically sound, unless you want to get into outliers and the really nerdy stuff, but you get my point. Most people we're going to talk to are not as smart as we are. And that's great when you remember it, because a lot of times we expect what we have. So, if we are of a certain level of intelligence, we kind of expect other people around us to be able to kind of get the same things that we get, or to have the capacity to understand the same things that we can understand, or to exercise the level of thought that we can exercise. And I happen to be the type of person that likes to overestimate people. I like to be assume the best of people. That's what, not overestimate, that's the wrong word. But I like to expect that people are going to understand rather than expect that people are not going to understand, because I find if I approach expecting them not to understand, then I'm just going to come off like a snob. But if I approach expecting them to understand and then being kind when they don't and explaining something, that's just the nicer way to be. But my point here is that most people are not as smart as you. And the people currently in government in the United States are in that bottom group. The people who are running things are dumber than you, and we need to remember that. For example, we need to stop expecting high-level cognition from Tangerine Palpatine. Old Yam Tits is about as quick as a fifth grader. And that's right about where his strategy is, too, his political strategy. It's getting on socials and screaming about whatever and calling it policy, throwing tantrums and making his tantrums policy, physically overbearing the people around him, thinking that that's what makes sense, and eating burgers and chicken nuggets all day. But that's exactly what he did when he was asked about the attack that killed over 100 school children in Iran. Someone said, "Are we responsible for all those children's deaths?" And he said, "Nope, someone else did it." It wasn't me, it was him. Well, he started it. We were responsible for those deaths. The United States did bomb that base, and it was right next to a completely full elementary school where I believe 168 children died. With your tax dollars and your imprimatur, because he's our president. And everyone wants to give him credit for strategizing or for, not speaking without all the information, etc. He is the president. He has the information. He knew that it was us, and he literally just went, "No, it was them." The brain-dead frat boys are running the United States. We gave Sid the toy killer the keys to the deadliest force on Earth. If you want to know what they're going to do next, ask yourself what a fifth grader would do. It's all very clear. Now, can somebody collect the children so the grown-ups can lead?